Hello everybody, I hope that you're doing incredible. Today we're going to be analyzing my last matches before I got Master Rank with Terry. And we're going to use them so I can basically, give you tips around how to play Terry better, how to win with him more, and have more fun, the character is incredibly fun. So, if you like Terry Bogard content on SF6, SF6 content, traditional fighting game content, and also Sparking Zero content, please like and subscribe. We're going to be uploading videos for all of those games, so join our community. And now let's get into the tips. So here we're fighting Zangief, Burn Knuckle, for the start, nothing new. And here, the punish for the whiffed drive impact, which is pretty standard. But here comes the interesting stuff, okay? I drive rush and jab him to just check, and he actually gets burnt out. When you get into a situation like this with Terry, you should always use the heavy version of round wave on the corner. Like, you can do it Meaty, you are crazy plus, like insanely plus after it. He doesn't have any drive gauge, or any drive meter, and he doesn't have any super meter, so he can't do anything. If he mashes, he loses. If he blocks, he loses, okay? So this is like the perfect example of what not to do against Terry. Like, do not get burnt out against Terry in the corner. You're gonna lose. So you have to abuse this, and that's what I do. Meaty, he gets hit, big combo right away. I even do a decent combo, not the most optimal thing, but I just Meaty again, and he eats it again, okay? So you have to abuse this, it's very important. Then we go to round 2. Here, this guy, I think he deceived, he threw his freaking controller away. But then he comes back right here. He starts blocking. I do this string, which is minus, and this comes to another situation you gotta know, that you can use with Terry, and that is that you can do EXTP when you're minus with special moves and normals with Terry. Of course, it's a very psycho thing to do, very stupid, one could say, but it makes the character stronger. Like, if you are, open to do it, if you are able to do EXTP after your minus and you hit the other guy because he's trying to, for example, jab check you and get his turn back, you can get a huge advantage getting your turn back and a knockdown. So you have to evaluate in which situations it is a good idea to do EXTP when you're minus. The better the players you play, of course, the less you have to do it, because they're gonna punish you for it. They're actually gonna block the EXTP and read that flow chart, and you're gonna lose because you're doing that. So it's something that you have to, use with a lot of precaution, but you can for sure do it. Like, don't be scared to try it sometimes, okay? Right here I did it, I did a little combo. I do a wrong string, so I get minus EXDP, and it's my turn again right when this guy got back, and then he loses, okay? So as you see, it is a very strong option. Do not sleep on it. Then we have this fight with Ken. There is nothing super interesting here, but there is one thing that I want to show you that is another example of a burnout situation. So I basically played this round very badly. I'm almost, done. I almost already lost the round. If he plays well, I already lost, basically. But he does something stupid. He burns out trying to get a longer string on me, or trying to get me, and then it's my turn. And Terry is very strong when the opponent is on burnout, not only in the corner, but also mid-screen. There is a string that you can do, which is crouch jab, crouch medium kick, and then the light version of crack shoot. And you're basically never minus. They can, of course, super you or reversal if they have super meter. They can jump, I think, in between and space in there, but it's a knowledge check, that nobody's going to know. So you're just going to win that situation. And I start doing it here, Then I block because he has super meter, and I knew he was going to try to do a super on it. Then I get a combo. I do not pressure him here because he has super meter again, so he can super me when I try to meet him. He's still in a burn. I'm just taking space, trying to play it slow. I get into that situation again. He loses. Okay, so it is a very strong option to basically do crouch jab, crouch medium kick, and light crack shoot on a loop and create a mind game situation with the other guy. Okay, so do not sleep on this. Also use it. If you see someone in burnout, you should try to do this all the time. Then we have this, a fight against Juri, which is a super good character against Terry, to be honest, because you have to react a lot. We start with a fireball, it doesn't hit, then we are spaced to do Burn Knuckle, we do it, we are plus, we check him, We drive rush into him, we check him again. There I didn't want it to eat an EXTP, so I back away and then he eats it. Then with the Meaty, we can't confirm. You know, we check him because he's scared of me EXTPing. And then I think we win here. Oh no, we do a wrong combo and get EXTP, but we're already on a great situation. And then we just EXTP him because he did a fake combo and tried to, you know, do a string after it. Very simple. Then we go to round 2. We take some space, and because we took some space, his dive kick actually whiffs and we can punish him. Here we do, you know, the flowchart I said to you, because we didn't do it earlier. So he probably thinks that we're not gonna do it. And we actually use it. So here we are minus, we EXTP, and it's our turn again. Okay, so do not sleep on it. Of course, do not abuse it or you're gonna get punished, but it is something that you can do, so why not do it sometimes, okay? Then we get in the corner, I grab him after a short string, he EXTPs me, I burn knuckle him again, and he whiffs, you know, like the recovery of the parry, so I win, okay? As you see, Terry is a very strong character if you play him in a very specific way. Then we have this fight against a Ryu. Ryu, I actually think that it's like a 5-5 matchup, but Ryu is strong. So that's the first, you know, thing that you should be thinking about, which is using crack shoot on round start. Okay, this is another tip that it's important, because if you think that someone is going to forward jump on you on round start, you can do crack shoot and it's gonna hit them. It's going to anti-air them. Okay, and then it's your turn again, just like I did right here. The other thing that is relevant is this that I did here. Okay, now after crack shoot, I drive rush, jab him, and here I know I'm minus. So as I said, you can EXTP when you're minus. He's not going to eat that here. So what I do, I backdash because I'm minus and it's not my turn again. You know, why would I stay on top of him when he's Ryu? He has good buttons. Like, I just leave, you know. And this is something that you should do a lot with Terry. You need to move a lot when you're playing this character. Not necessarily jump a lot, but dash away, because you don't have that much plus frames. So you gotta use the movement to maybe, you know, make people whiff. Like I did right here. He whiffs a button, he gets punished with bar knuckle. You know, then I do a Meaty, but I don't confirm it, sorry. Then Meaty, heavy round wave, easy combo, heavy round wave again. I know that he's on a block, so I grab him. Here I was scared of the EXTP. So this is another key thing, the whole EXTP or reversal situation. So when should you block? You know, if you think that they're going to do a reversal on you, you should block, of course, when it's going to kill you. But also when the other person, in my opinion, actually has a lot of drive meter, because they can DP you for free, you know. But when they are low on drive meter, I usually just go for the Meaty, because if they EXTP, they're very close to burnout. So one mistake and I won, okay? I win the round, sorry. So here I didn't, you know, I blocked because he has a lot of drive meter. So if he EXTP DP me's, I end up in a very bad situation. He gets a knockdown on me, he gets plus frames probably with a drive rush on top of me, he can also grab me to the corner, you know. So I only, you know, put pressure on people like blindly when I know that if they EXTP, they can lose the round because they don't have any drive gauge after it. Now, if they have super meter, basically it becomes a whole another discussion, because they can super you instead of doing any EXTP. So there it becomes a lot harder, and a lot of the times you should just block and do a shimmy, you know, or do like a delay button after the wake up, so you don't eat all the reversals that your opponent is gonna do. But you should always try to, you know, create a balance in between your pressure and the chance of the other guy, you know, doing a reversal and taking the turn from you. Then the fight continues. I hit him with another burnt knuckle, and here, you know, I whiff and he tries to punish me, but he doesn't have enough frames and he hits the XTP trying to punish me. Then we get into round 2, you know, Fireball War. Then I just drive rush and do jabs, and then the same situation that I said happens again. You know, I drive rush, jab, and do it again. I minus, backdash, burn knuckle. He gets punished because he tried to do something and didn't have enough time for it. So it is very strong to backdash with Terry after minus frames. That sequence there that just happened, basically all mistakes. Then I get grabbed to the corner, and then I get the corner again. So here is basically like game over if he doesn't know what to do. There, as you see, I did EX crack shoot after doing the target combo instead of drive rushing, because I mean, you can do any of the two because both are fake. You can get jab out of any of the two, I think. But you have to mix it out. So I just decided to do that. So take into account that after that, you know, crouch, medium kick, crouch, heavy kick, target combo, you can drive rush, but it's fake, or you can do EX tackle, EX crack shoot, sorry. And it's only -3. So it's kind of a little safer, but it is still like a mind game. Both stuff, it's fake, to be honest. Here I get a Meaty, but I don't confirm it well. And here he tries to drive impact the Meaty round wave, but you cannot do it, so I win. And finally, we have our last match against an Akuma, a Master Rank Akuma actually. And well, I just tried to play this the best I could, to be honest, but Akuma is a very strong character. He has a lot of more options than you do. Here I get a Meaty in the corner, so I get a big combo. And then, you know, I jumped there because I thought he was going to DP me. So I tried to jump earlier to get the DP out. And then here I do another like tech that you can use on your matches, you know, which is that I did a fake Meaty. Okay, I get a knockdown here. I do the heavy version of round wave, but he's still getting up. So this is fake. And he thinks that he can punish it, but he cannot. Okay, so I do crouch medium punch and then get a combo after it. And I win, if I'm not mistaken, the round with this. Yeah, I win. So you gotta use the heavy version of round wave. It's the best Meaty that this character has. Even if they can perfect parry, you have to try. Fireball War, he wins the Fireball War by a lot. I just jump into Bar Knuckle to get him, you know, close to him. And then we get the corner pretty quickly. He EX DP me, but this is similar to the situation I said before, you know, like here, if he EX DPs, he is close to burnout. You know, he only has 2 or 2.5 bars. After that, he does something even more ridiculous, which is that he does a EX Fireball, and he's basically almost burnt out. So we're in a situation in which we can do a lot of more stuff that we usually could not, only because he's like this. Like this, for example. Right here, wait a second, I remember that this happened. He's throwing a lot of fireballs, so I just drive impact. Because he's spamming fireballs, and he doesn't have drive gauge to do this. Now, I tried to do a Meaty because he's burnt out, but he uses his level 2 super, okay? I'm not mad at this because he doesn't have any meter if we go to round 3, and if we stay here, he doesn't have any more reversals against, you know, my strengths. He gets his drive gauge back, but he does not punish me accordingly. I get a Meaty, and then he loses. So those were a lot of my tips, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you find it useful. I'm going to keep playing Terry, you know, on Master Rank. I'm also going to upload, you know, eventually an advanced guide for the character. Sorry, probably, you know, during this week or next week. And the idea is to keep creating content around Terry, since I like him a lot. I like how he feels in the game, and I feel like he's decent. You know, he's not like super strong top tier, but he's easily like the best mid tier in the game, or the lowest high tier if you play him, you know, in the most optimal way you can. He's not that strong in comparison to other characters in the cast, but he's also not that weak. Like, do not believe to all these players that put him, you know, as the worst character in the game. They do it because he's maybe not that viable for a tournament, you know. You're not gonna win Evo with Terry, but of course you can win your ranked matches with Terry, like, for sure. So if you enjoy him, just play him and have fun, okay? So like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If you want more content for Terry, please let me know in the comments, and see you on the next one, guys.